All right. We're doing this live. Did you test it? Did you test the audios already?
Well, I didn't change anything from last time, so it should be
Okay.
good.
I hope so. What if I change?
Have you?
I took a shower, so I technically did change clothes. Get it? Cause
No.
changing clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
I thought we're doing vocal testing. Exercises. Ba 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 boy, ba ba boy, ba ba boy.
Your vocal exercise is Baba Booey?
Yeah, I gotta go the ba bo boy, ba boy. Probably. I gotta go high and low. Uh,
No. I do. A-E-O.
oh,
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle. I was gonna get that joke.
Here we go. Here we go. Into the show.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Wandering Stone Podcast. This is episode 6, and I'm here today with someone who is not actually Ebenezer for some reason. Instead, we got someone else. And who is this mysterious person?
Hey, it's me, Big Justin from the previous episode. From the previous episode, sorry.
Justin's in town. And by in town, I mean he's hosting with me, because Ebenezer couldn't make it. So it's a really good thing that we had you on the last episode. They didn't blue ball the audience when someone random came on. Because, they wanted you back. They kept asking about it.
Absolutely.
The letters kept
After
flying
one
in.
episode.
Yep. They're like,
Yeah.
bring Justin back. And we're like, all right, we hear you. We hear you. He's back in a host position.
Wow, it was not my intention. I was just joking to be another host, but look who we are. Look what happened.
Yep.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not this guy.
But no, Ebenezer could not make it, so luckily I am free to fill in his space for the time being.
But they love you, so it's fine.
Love is a strong word.
Right.
I think they enjoyed me.
They enjoyed you. Yeah, they enjoyed your company.
Hopefully, yeah.
But how's your week been so far?
Oh man. Whew. It is close to near end of November, start of December, and time flies. Um and then recently I did a 5 mile or 8K race on Thanksgiving Day with my brother. That was an experience, dude. Oh my god.
How so?
Um, Basically, he gave it to me as a birthday gift, or like an early birthday gift. Oh, not early, just a birthday gift. Say, hey, I'm going. This is my last race for the season until next year. Want to do this race? And I said, okay, sure. Said, okay, but listen, it's 5 miles. That's already a red flag for me. I never done 5 miles. At most 3 miles. It goes across country. He said, okay. And he said, here's your tickets. I paid for it already. I was like, oh, okay. We're committed to this, I guess.
Remember that part when I asked you if you were coming? That was wrong. I'm telling you you're coming.
Yeah. So I got the notification, and it was for Thanksgiving Day morning. It starts at 8 o'clock a.m. Another thing is that because of that, I couldn't join my parents in visiting New Jersey, which would have be something cool until they didn't tell me until like the week before, like last week ish, the week before Thanksgiving. So I was like, great. So I'm not gonna join you guys. I would like to join you guys, but I have obligations of running this damn race.
Yeah, you've been recruited.
Pardon my French. Yeah. So because of that, I stayed home. And first of all, I'm sort of sick.
What is your fitness level going into this race?
So at the start, near my birthday, I was like, okay, I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling good. Then I got sick that weekend. Ate sushi with my hands not washed, just raw dog it, like
Dang.
the sushi that you hit with your hands. And I was like, I should probably wash my hands mid eating session. Wash them, continue eating, Next day, my throat was killing me. I had a sore throat. I was doing through a horrible cold, and after a few days, it didn't hit strongly until the following Friday, and then I was luckily hit with the whole cold. I healed up, but I have a lingering cough that's annoying. Just me coughing mucus or just like slightly there. So at most, health wise, I was not the best. Here and there, I was running at least like a mile or 3 miles. But then the sickness always comes like saying like I use that as an excuse like I'll just do it next time. I don't feel well. And then I ran only one time 5 miles straight through. Well, I didn't run, but I was like walking slash running,
Yeah,
jogging, whatever.
yeah, done.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did that one time and that was it.
The one time is in
Go
like
and then
just now or like before this?
oh before the actual race.
Oh,
Like on
during
the
your training
treadmill.
arc.
It was my training arc, yeah.
Okay.
During the whole time it was just training arc. It would be like 1 mile, walk 1 mile, or run 3 miles at most. But it wasn't like consistent. It was like once a week, like at like every like 3 days after I said like, oh I'll do it.
So
And not.
let me see if I have this right. The timeline wise is you had like 3 weeks to
Mm-hmm.
get ready for this race. And so
Yes.
you was really psyched for it, was really doing it, busting it out first week. And then
Yes.
towards the middle or towards the beginning of the second week, you got sick. And
Yes.
then from that point, you decided to run once a day, every couple of days, every like
Walk.
yeah, get a walk in, jog in, because
Yes.
you're yakking out the mucus.
Yes. And leading up to Thanksgiving morning, I didn't sleep good enough. I had a mixed day because my sleep schedule was kind of weird. Um so I got like 1 hour sleep. Yeah. Cold, freezing, like 20 degree, 25-ish degrees, 30 degrees.
Did 1 hour sleep before
And
the race? The day of the race, you slept
yeah,
1 hour?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I slept before. I woke up around 10. I was like, oh wait, I should probably get sleep. But then I had to do a bunch of stuff, like get ready, pack the clothes, because I wore a thermal for both like my upper and lower body, and then I had like another blue shirt on top, and then another shorts on top of it.
Well, what time was your race?
8 in the morning, 8 a.m.
Bright and early.
We got my brother picked me up around 6:45 for parking because it gets busy. Um, Once it gets like 7 o'clock, 7:30 ish, it got like a lot of people were there, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this. And so it got everyone was a lot of people were there by the time of like 8:40 ish. I went to the my brother was at the near the back of the line, but he said, "Oh, you go to the church. That's where the porta potty is." And I see a line. There was like 4 lines of like 8 stalls across, and it was just a first come first serve. You just see one, just go get it. But we're in line, and by the time I get into a stall, I hear 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm just peeing. Good thing I'm not taking number two. I'm just peeing. I'm like, ah! And I was like nervous peeing. I was like, I get a strong strain. I was drinking a lot of water.
Right, you checked in,
Huh?
right? You check in yet? No?
No, there's no check in. You have the bib and the arch of the starting line. If as long as you step on the mat, it'll count because your bib has the chip.
Yeah, don't you pick it up at the site?
No, my brother picked it up 2 days before.
Oh, okay.
People will know that you're a part of the race, but you would have the bib, and the bib has the chip, so it counts like your time as well.
Right. Okay.
So, anyways, I was straight peeing, and after that, I got my hand sanitizer, and I was walking. I was trying to find my brother. I couldn't find him. There was like people holding signs like, "Oh, this is where people who are 11-mile pace or 8-mile pace. You see the fast ones in the front of the race,
Yeah, the
and then
professionals.
if you go in the back, you see people lower and slower, and that's where I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to 11-mile pace because that's what I feel like. I'm gonna be 11-minute mile per mile. I got in there, random people. I hear the gun go off, and we're slowly going through like a big arch, and it has 3 mats just to know that it hits your time, your card, so that okay, because it's tracking your time based on the card, not the official time.
Well, what's the age group of these people around you?
A lot of ages.
Oh, okay, that's good. A lot of
So
youngsters
it's not
and
just like, yeah, in my category, it's 25 to 29
okay.
in my group. And then my brother was like 30 to 34.
Eh.
And then so on. But there's people older. There's a lot of people older too. But there's also like people with the strollers,
Oh yeah,
with
yeah,
their
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay. But my also prep was that I can bring headphones or earbuds. People wearing earbuds because you can walk through it as well.
Yeah. What was the
So
weather?
it's not like a real.
What
Huh?
was the weather like?
It was freezing.
Was it cloudy?
Like I said, it's cloudy.
Uh,
30 degrees, cloudy.
yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. And a lot of people were covered up with hoodies and stuff like that, but also people with headphones, earbuds, just and then I have my brother lent me his phone holder, so it's like on my strap to my left arm. I was running. But it sucks though cuz like those earbuds were not fit to my ear. It was the hook ones like, and it wasn't sticking on most of the time. So every couple of while, I feel loose because either my ears were cold or I was running and like my ears were popping up.
Oh, that's the worst.
So I have to keep adjusting it, which is annoying. Yeah. So I had a lot of anime music, OSTs like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Haikyuu, Gundam Build Fighter OST, whatever's on Spotify, and under like my hour of searching like the hype music. I was in my ears the whole time.
Oh, yeah, you were feeling it.
I was feeling it. I was just like, Justin, your goal is to be under an hour. The secondary goal is also to beat your brother. And I figured he's already in front of me. So I'm just trying to just survive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
I
got
was
some
just
debuffs right now.
yeah, and I was stiff. Like after a couple hours of just like jogging, dude, my calves were stiff. It was tight. I was like, oh my god.
Did it?
I could see myself slowing down because the people who were in front, like right next to me, were kind of in front of me ish. It was, but I see a bunch of people still behind me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm not that bad.
Did it remind you of your cross country days?
Yeah, it did. Because I was like, oh, I hate this pain. I hate this feeling. It's sort of like the running high, of it that hits later on. But like after the first 2 miles, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. People were starting to walk. But I hear kids like saying, you got this, guys," and you hear cowbells, which is also a cross country thing. Good luck and stuff. Um, but yeah, and all these people, yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool!" And there's like kids, like my like smaller, who were running near me or in front of me. So I was like, "Oh, this is adorable." Also, I don't want to let them
I
beat
can't let these
me.
kids beat me.
Kids beat me. I'm a 26-year-old
I'm an
dude.
adult.
I can't let them. Not this time.
Yep.
And it was an old guy too. He was huge, tall, and he was like right beside me, but then ended up being in front of me. It was okay. So it was like a giant rectangle for the first 2 miles. It goes back to the midtown, and then it just goes to a different cul-de-sac. We just go around, but most of it was straight flat,
Oh,
except for the yeah. When it hit the third mile, there's some hills. Some hills. There's like one hill going down, one hill going up.
that's nice though. Flat. That's what you
Yeah.
strive for.
That's what I charged for, yeah. And then the hills, help me boost me up to push me out to go past some people. But then there it was a bridge between 3 and 4 mile, the mark, that was wobbly. And my steps were heavy. So, and I was in front of two people, one old dude and one like woman, chubbier, small. And they were right in front of me. The old dude was looking back like, like like looking back, like I feel the shaking, and I'm like, I don't want to fall.
He's looking at you like, you feel it? You feeling
You
it?
feel
You
it?
feeling it?
You're like, I and they started to slow down as we're going uphill, and I was like going in front of them, and then once I passed the 4th mile, I didn't notice it was that close because I was like, oh god, I just gotta hit the 4th mile, and then I could sprint because I was just trying to survive. Once I saw the arch for the finish line, I was sprinting then,
Ooh.
and I had a lot of energy. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know we had this much distance. I gotta close the gap. So, in the picture that the photographer used, I didn't realize it until later, and I showed it to the group chat of the guys. Um, passing a lot of old people, and I'm like looking down, like gritting my teeth, like ugh, to the finish line.
Yeah,
Because
the
I was swerving everyone because I didn't know how long the distance was. So I was like, I still have a lot of energy, and I just book it. My brother saw me because saw the finish line because he was done before me, so he saw that I
okay. So you
finished.
failed the secondary objective. That's okay. You still had the
Yeah,
primary objective.
yeah, I did that. We got a picture at the front. Luckily, a nice couple was able to take our pictures, and I couldn't feel my legs, dude. I was so stiff. My thighs, even to this day, like it's hurts. Like straining out my thigh, I feel it in
Oh, he's feeling
my
it.
pelvis, my hip, yeah. And my calves are super tight. They weren't loose. We didn't warm up, me and my brother.
No?
We just stretched like the baby steps, like like leg behind your leg behind your other leg, like you bend it
Yeah.
and you use yeah. Just the bare minimum.
Did you
We didn't
do?
do like this quick jog or nothing. No.
Dang it.
We were in our car until the race, and then we walked to the race,
Dang, you
and
like
then
super raw dogged this marathon.
yeah,
You had the illness debuff,
yeah,
the lack of like personal exercise get into that. It's like training regimen.
yeah, yeah,
And then you have lack of sleep. The weather's cold as
yeah,
hell. Did you
yeah.
drink
And I
water
was
at all?
coughing. I drank a lot during the car, which is why I was like I mentioned I was going to the bathroom, and then they mentioned 5 minutes.
Well, what about during the
So I
race?
was no, I there was water stations during the church, which is like the midway, from second to third, and then to third to fourth. There was like one section that was water, but I didn't stop because I know from past experience, the moment you stop is the moment you lose your flow and your rhythm, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I kept going. I raw dog that too, but you could have just stopped for water. They got a cup for you.
If you had to give advice on how to future raw dog marathons, what would your
Don't
advice
say
be?
raw dog marathon. It's not a marathon. It's 5 miles, aka 8K. Um, I will say start little. Don't do 5 miles. Do 3 miles, unless you're really up for the challenge. I would say running long distance, like training beforehand, will help because it helps you control your breathing and in your form. My form was stiff. I was like basing off of a treadmill training, which is good but bad because it's better to also run outside to get used to the breathing technique. My nose during the run was numb, and there was a point where I couldn't tell if I was breathing in my nose or not. My mouth was going like, but my nose like I couldn't feel my nose.
Oh my
Like it was
god,
that bad. It was like so numb. I couldn't tell if air was actually going in
that's
or
crazy.
my mouth was just like sucking it all. I was a mouth breather during the race, but yeah. And then I'm not done yet. So after the race, and my brother drops me off at home, he texted me saying, "Did you make it to the start line?" Like he's like questioning, "Did you actually like
You
start the
start? Yeah.
thing?"
Did you?
And I said, "Yeah, because there's a giant balloon arch, and then there's three mats, especially at the finish line, three mats of your chip that your chip will register it." This this asshole say, "Well, I don't see your results on the thing, and I got my results. So, what's going on?" That's my brother impression. He has a deeper voice, but like that's yeah. He's like, "What's going on here? Did you even race?" I'm like, "I think I did." He said, "You think or you did? You did it or you didn't?" I'm like, "You're not helping, bro. You're not helping." I'm pretty sure I did. Everyone, there's a huge crowd in front of me, and there's a part of this huge crowd. I'm following the line. There's no way half of that group didn't go over 3 mats at the starting line.
I would be so surprised if you missed those mats.
That would have been my luck. My luck of just my first race. I didn't hit the starting mat, but I hit the finish mat because my brother saw it, so it doesn't register it. I'm like,
Those mats are huge.
bro, yeah. And so he was gaslighting and annoying the hell out of me the whole day. Say, yeah, well, this guy didn't even start. This guy's results are not in. Questioning and all that stuff. And also, after that happened, after I found out it was like a few minutes after he dropped me off, I look in the website and I issue a question saying, "Here's my bib, here's my number, here's my name." I'm like, I can't find my results. And I submitted it. No response the whole day.
Oh.
So my brother was like saying like, "Oh yeah, yeah, this guy didn't." So we were so after the race and a few hours later, we went to a family friend for Thanksgiving. It's mostly just like hot pot, not really traditional turkey. I didn't get the turkey or stuffing, which sucks, but but it was a gathering of family friends. Um, he tells it all his friends like, yeah, this guy didn't even start, so he has no results. We don't even know.
Yeah.
He was telling you, I was like, hey, I ran. I'm pretty sure I did. And he was gaslighting me, and I ended up just saying like, maybe I didn't run.
Oh, it's working.
Maybe those people results didn't work too. So like maybe I stepped past 3 mats back to back. My legs go so far. I'm 5'6". My legs jumped over those 3 mats, but not the finish line. Come to find out, after he dropped me off from the family friends like gathering feast, I got an email around like near midnight saying, "Hey, sorry about that. Your results are in." I texted my brother. I did the race.
That's right. You chub him.
I did the race. He says, "Oh, what the heck happened?" I'm like, "I don't know. They just emailed me this. I knew there was an issue." He says, "Oh, the next day. Yeah, looks like you weren't the only one with not getting the results right away. So luckily." Like, what do you mean luckily? Luckily, I did the race. What do you mean luckily? Ugh, he didn't even say sorry. He just gaslit. What an asshole.
Yeah, he just wanted to. He just wanted to rub that in.
And he stopped midway during the race because he couldn't feel his legs. And sadly, one of his coworkers was running with him, and he lost to his coworker too. So he said "fuck" midway, and he stopped. But he still beat me.
Well, what was your time? Did you achieve the primary objective?
So my time was 51. I think 51 something. He was 49. So the gap was not
Not
that
that
bad.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, and I was under an hour, so that was a good
Yeah,
thing.
you did it. You did the primary objective.
Yes. Secondary objective, no. But I was pissed off, man.
Hey, man,
my
if you were actually
God.
not sick and were training properly and got sleep, you could have done it for sure.
I think I would have surpassed him
Yeah.
because I feel like, well, because like I just gave my, if I think he was like in the he was in the 9 minute mark pace. That's what the another part of the section of the results were. He was doing a 9 minute pace. I was doing 10 minutes.
That's still pretty good for
So
both of you.
it was still pretty good,
Yeah.
yeah. But man, I felt I got a medal. I got to say, I did get a participation medal when they give it out at the end. I wasn't. I was like 39 out of 54 people in my age group, so that was not bad.
Oh, wow. They really survey you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, but yeah. Would I recommend it? Train for it. Train for it. Don't raw dog it. Also, it's better to do it in a normal weather than the cold weather, as Michigan is heading towards early end of November and it's snowing.
It's winter. Let's just say it's a winter.
It's
It's basically winter at that
Michigan.
point, yeah.
Yeah, and it started snowing after the race. Like flurries kept starting.
Yeah, that's winter, dog.
So and so I would say I recommend it if you train a little bit more. 5 miles, not the start. 3 miles will be starts. There's all races there. It's fun. There's a lot of people, so you won't be alone. Also, you could just imagine it as a workout or just walk it through.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just give it a try. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's all races. You can look for your races during like a website, like a certain website. You can look it through like any state.
Yeah, because I've also done a marathon, or what do you want to call it, a race? I call it a marathon. Is it okay if I call it a
No,
marathon?
it's not a marathon. It's not a marathon.
No, what should I call
No,
it then?
marathon's longer. I think that's longer.
All right, I did a race. I did a 5K like Justin, and I did it with my mom, but it was back in high school, and it was my first time ever doing that before. Because back in high school, I was not very fit. I was very stick and bone, very skinny.
Still are.
But I remember doing it with my mom, and we were doing it in Atlantic City, so right on the boardwalk. So it was pretty straight, pretty ocean, and it was a little bit of morning time, but I didn't really train for this. I was sort of just like, I do a little bit of running, a little bit of exercise. Like I do like tennis, high school tennis.
Yeah.
Got a little something in me. We got there late because I think I woke up late or something probably. And then we had to check in. And so we were scrambling to get our badges on in time. because when
Mm.
we're checking in, they were announcing like, "Hey guys," like you said, 5 minutes away, and we're like,
Yeah.
Get the pin on me!"
Yeah.
And so my mom and I got the bag, got the pin on each other, and then we lined up and we just went for it. And I remember when I was doing the race, I didn't stop for water because, as you said, I didn't want to break my flow. But at that time, I never experienced the runner's high. I was just dead. So I would jog, then walk, then jog. And when it came to the 5 like turnaround point, I did that, and then I noticed someone in the distance. Who was in the distance? Who do you think was in the distance I saw? Just guess.
Your mom?
No, I passed my mom.
Oh, your coworker?
No.
Who?
It was Super Mario.
What the?
There was a guy in a Super Mario onesie in front of me, and I was like,
Ah.
no way. Is that Mario in front of me? I gotta catch up to this guy. And so I started like increasing my speed, trying to catch up to Mario, because I'm like, Mario, I'm a big fan. I gotta talk to you. Like, I gotta beat this guy. And then the problem is that I saw Mario had the burst of energy, but Mario kept going.
No.
Mario had some shrooms in that sucker. Like, he was just going nonstop. He never stopped once. And I'm walking like, Mario, wait. I need your autograph.
Wait.
Please.
Wait.
I need to slow down. So I started walking. He started going further and further away from me. And I felt so sad. But at the end of the day, I did cross the finish line. I didn't get to meet Mario. He was somewhere in the crowd. And it turns out that my mom and I had the wrong badges on. Because we were in such a big hurry to get the pins on, we just slapped whatever number we had and called it a day. And so now, if you ever like do a deep dive on me and you look at that race, you're gonna have to look for my mom instead of me, because we have different time slots.
Yeah, different times. Oh.
Yeah. I think mine was definitely. I think I did pass an hour. Yeah.
Which is fine. It's okay. I think because it's early you and you probably didn't have expectations at all.
No, I was doing for fun.
Yeah. I had the goal in mind already.
Yeah.
So I knew beforehand. Also, speaking of Mario, because it was Thanksgiving Day, there was a lot of people dressed up as turkeys. Like, they had the onesies. Some people wore hats of the turkey and stuff.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool. They're in the spirit, of just doing that.
We gotta do that. We gotta do cosplay at the marathon. Like, we'd be like JoJo characters or something.
Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe. Probably. I don't want to do a 5K. Maybe marathon. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't. You got that smirk.
We're doing a 5K.
You got that.
We're doing the 5 mile 8K.
5K is 3 miles. 8K is 5 miles.
We're doing the 8K.
No.
5 miles.
Okay.
Unless you want to warm up for it, we can warm up to it. We do the 3, then do 5.
We just do an Ironman marathon.
No.
Ironman. I triathlon.
That's too much. The most I want to do is just a Spartan race.
Or the mud race.
Yeah, or that too, the mud race and Spartan race. Yeah. Those sound really fun to me.
Yeah, I think I would be down for that. That would be cool. I think the guys will also be down.
It's a lot of cardio though, because you're going through a lot.
You're crawling, you're running, you're doing all the motions and stuff. Yeah, I think we'll succeed.
I think for sure. I mean, if Operation, now I'm gonna say this word, and it's not a funny word, so you can't laugh at this word. But if you do laugh at this word, I have to justify why I said it. All right, Operation Cum Gutters is scheduled for next year. He's smirking at me. He wants to laugh. He's holding it in. He's got that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Stop lying to the audience about it, man. I'm not smirking.
It's a funny word. It's a funny word.
Stenographer? Is that a real word, stenographer?
It's a real word. Don't look it up.
Stenographer shaking his head. Our director is laughing behind the camera.
It's good. It's good.
He's saying you're lying. I don't know. Scott, what's going on? The host? Hello?
All right, so here, listen. Operation Cum Gutters is the
Stop saying that!
That's what it's called! That's what it's called! Listen, you can look it up. It's safe. It's a safe word.
You sound like my ex.
Just... Huh?
What?
What?
My imaginary ex-girlfriend.
Oh. I started blasting.
You mean I started blasting, and that's how she got the name.
So this operation, right, is supposed to be get in shape. And you either get at a certain level of fitness, or you get that V taper at your groin, like your crotch region. So that's an actual thing. You can
Okay.
look down and see it yourself. I trust me, it's there.
That's why
But
we're. Why is it gutter?
but the
Come
reason why
blaster?
it's called cum gutters is because when you reach that level of
Oh.
fitness and you get that gutter, you can start putting fluids in that gutter.
Why come?
It just sounds good.
Did you and Ebenezer thought about this?
No, we're not that smart.
I wasn't.
We're not that
This
smart.
wasn't. This wasn't part of the outline of the script. What's this a part of the script?
No, you signed the contract for this. Remember, all of us. We all said we're gonna get in shape. Operation Cum Gutters.
I wasn't signed on. I was just Untitled Project, not Cum Gutter Project.
I think we might have mistyped yours as just a fitness exercise and not Operation Cum
Bastards.
Gutters.
Oh my god. I'm never. I can't. I don't like that.
Well,
I'm already against it.
we're gonna be in shape basically. That's the hopeful
Hopefully.
goal is to be in
Yeah.
shape by next year. And I can tell you right now, that's probably not gonna happen. But it's nice to dream. Nice to think that it could happen.
Yes. Oh god, I was just thinking about cum gutters. Like it's a gutter on our house and it's just full of cum. That's not right.
That could be arranged.
That's not fit. That can't be a project name.
We can't reschedule cum
um,
gutters.
We don't. The schedule. It wasn't part of the schedule
Yes,
at all.
it is. We already got it through all the steps of marketing. We can't go back now.
This wasn't approved.
The director
by
approved
our
it.
Finance department.
No, the marketing team looked at it over. They said it was okay. Went to the board. The board said it was okay. We're good. It's all clear.
Is this FDA approved?
It better be.
It better
It better be. I'm not sure what you're doing over there.
Oh, we need to have. Is the clearance? Do we have clearance for it?
Yeah, we have.
It sounds like a military espionage.
Yeah, we have clearance in the C zone. Don't you worry.
In the sea. In the sea zone.
International waters. We're safe.
Oh god.
Ocean law.
It's gonna be Area 69. Okay. Other than that, other than myself, Scott, has there been any updates recently in your life?
I recently went to round 1 to do the Hololive collab. This is my second time going, and
Ooh.
I had to go back because unfortunately some characters were out of stock, so I was hoping they get restocked. And the sad part is I went to a different whole round 1 compared to the first time, and this round 1 sucked cock and balls. Now I'm thinking dirty.
Whoa.
Now I'm thinking like doo-doo.
Because you started it. You
didn't start it.
Guzzlers.
No.
And
Cum gutters is an official term.
Now wait, no. Oh, I keep thinking either cum blaster or cum guzzer.
So you're the problem. What are you talking about?
You started it.
No. Mine's civilized. Mine's like a form of fitness.
But
Yours is like I started blasting and it's not PG-13. You know, like keep it in your pants.
Oh, we're gonna have to. I'm sorry, audience, listeners at home. Hopefully over 18.
Oh yeah,
and not under.
I should put a viewer discretion. The 18 plus podcast,
especially this episode.
I
hope you and Ebenezer never gone this far.
We were going to eventually, but we haven't gotten around to it.
I'm touched that I was the first.
Yep.
Back to your round 1. Back to your round 1.
So I went to this new round 1, and it's closer to my house, so that's why I went there. And they only had 4 characters, and one of them wasn't even available. So they had Gura, Fuamoko, Fubuki, and Iris. Now, not Fubuki. Fuamoko, Gura, Iris. There we go. And so I needed Iris and Fubuki. But unfortunately, the Iris machine was out of order. And so, like any seasoned, reasonable adult, I went up to the counter to initiate human conversation. Right? I know.
Yes.
It's crazy. Coming from me, I don't like talking to people. But I sort of came to realize that sometimes in life, you don't want to talk to machines. You want to talk to humans. Because they give you the most honest results. So I went to the counter.
Well, that's okay. I was gonna say, coming from a person in our group that only likes 2D anime women the most.
There's a time and place. It is a time and place, okay?
Yeah, but you're the most 2D.
I couldn't find any 2D women to talk to. I'm sorry. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie. Because the rhythm machines had it.
All right.
Well, I couldn't ask them this question. But anyway, so I went to the counter. There's a lady there.
Yes.
I asked her.
Oh,
yep,
a lady.
There's a lady. Like any round 1 worker that did not want to be there. And I asked them like, "Hey, what's up with this collab? You know, what's with the machine?" And so what she told me, and I couldn't believe my ears when I heard this. It was
word by word.
no. I'm gonna mess up. I don't want to put her in a dark light. You know, I don't want to misconstrue what she said.
Round one. Don't listen to this. This is
yeah.
Positively word.
I'm gonna summarize what she could have said, may or may not have said. All right.
All right.
See, now we're safe.
Here we go.
Audio jungle. We're safe.
We're
safe. I asked her what's up with the machine, and she said, "Yeah, we're low on stock with this character, so you can't get her, or you can't get it." And I was like, "Oh, so what if I get a win on a different machine? Could I get this plushie?" And then she said, "No, because if you do, it's gonna ruin all of our schedules for like the inventory sheets and stuff. So you're just gonna have to get something else." And I was like, "Okay. So when do you think you're gonna get an update? This rescheduled, like, you know, shipment?" And then she said, "You know, actually, we weren't even supposed to get this shipment. We're supposed to get it later. But because we pulled some strings, it's here now." And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you pulled some strings to get it here early. And I can't even get one out of the 3 things in the events. And the other, there's like 10 different characters to get, right? You're telling me that only 4 of them made it, and I can't even get one of them I want. And you don't even know when to get updated. Like, are you serious right now? But obviously, in actuality, in real life, I was just like, oh, okay, sure, no problem.
you could not.
I couldn't convey these feelings.
Could not express your emotions.
I had to keep it professional, you know?
All right.
Like a civilized human being, as you and I are. I had to be like, that's no problem. I'll just go on a different day. Because the collab is still going.
And you know why? Because we're a chill guy. We're chill guys.
We're chill guys. That's right.
We're just chill guys.
We're chill guys.
No matter what happens, we're always chill guys.
And then, like,
hands in our pocket, looking like dogs.
Yes.
Chad, you don't know
exactly.
That's a popular meme that's currently circulating right now, and it's hitting the rounds to our group chat.
Yeah. It just sort of works, you know, like it's just like that, you know? I went to the machine to get the plushie. I failed so many times, but it's alright, because I'm a chill guy. You know? I'll just go different. Yeah, I'll go back later.
You're just a chill guy. You're just a chill guy.
So I will spill the beans, and I will say I had 1,000 points of like round 1 credits to get these plushies. And I can tell you right now, I left that place.
Wait, okay. Say it, Scott. We're all here. We're here for you, buddy.
So I went with some friends, and they got 2 plushies, and I got 1. And I ended up with 0 credits leaving that building. So,
oh my god.
I'm not going to say that place sucks ass and could suck my dick and balls, but I am going to say, I'm not going to recommend my dick and balls, but you should stop. That place should stop. Okay? That place needs to stop. Not only did I spend 1,000 on the crane games, I was also playing the rhythm games.
Yes.
So that doesn't really even out the math at all or justify it.
Yeah, because you get no tickets back, I think, right?
Well, you do get tickets for the games, like the rhythm games, but you don't get tickets for the call games.
Oh.
Because the prize is the redeemable
thing.
Yeah. But it just sucked because the only cool thing I got was the tiny plushies, and I got Mokoko.
Oh.
Yeah. I got 2 Mokokos because they were just like together. And so I was like, okay, I got one of the sisters. I get to get the other sister. That never happened. Didn't want to happen. And I was just like, no, this can't be. This can't be. Going through withdrawal, walking to the car back home. It was crazy. I'm never going back to that round 1 again for that crane game. I'm only going there for rhythm games. I can't go to that round 1 because they were so stingy. It's not the ones where you pick up the actual plush. It's the ones where you pick up the ball. And you think that's not a problem, but the problem was, with this machine, I wanted to get the like actual bigger size Mokoko plushie for my brother.
Yeah.
And the machine, the way it works is the more times you do it, eventually it will have the grip strength to actually pick up the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I stood there for 30 minutes, right? Trying to get this one Mokoko. And I'm telling you, it definitely procced on me. Because I noticed there were times where the grip strength was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm going to pick up the ball. But unfortunately, the crane did not want to pick up the ball. It kept getting stuck on the balls underneath it, or just not picking up the ball at all. And so I'm thinking to myself, this game sucks. Because the one to the left of me, where my friend was playing, he got it. He got it. It's not the right
He
character,
did it.
but he got it.
But he did it. He got
He
one.
got it.
He got something.
It was Gura. He got Gura. And I know for a fact that I would have switched machines to get a different prize, but I was afraid to go back to the counter because they said you can't ask for a different prize. And I know this time it probably could have worked because inventory, but, really grinded my gears.
That's messed up. Yeah.
That's my round 1 story.
Yeah, we both had some hardships recently that's really affect us emotionally, and it damaged us physically. For me, you emotionally more.
Yeah, I definitely feel it.
Really sad story to hear, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, God, that sucks. And then all your points, 1,000 points gone
1,000. Yep.
by the end of that session.
Yep.
I believe my round 1, they had no balls. They just had actual plush.
I know, like a good round 1. Because when I went to the first round 1 that I went to initially, that place gave you all the plushies lined up. You just lined up queued. You reach down for the plushie. It grabs it after a certain amount of time, and you get it. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed. Yeah. Everyone who went there, guaranteed had a plushie. Only problem was they put the really small plushies in a really crappy crawl machine. And so it was super hard to get the really small ones. But at the end of the day, you're not really going for the small ones. You're going for the bigger one.
Yeah.
And then there was also, I didn't ask for the coasters. When I first went to the first round 1, I got the drinks. And I can tell you right now, those workers had no idea what they were doing. They were just like any good round 1 employee. They didn't want to be there. But this person especially did not want to be there. It came to the point where there were so many people asking to get these drinks and coasters that she put the sheet down on the table, on the counter, and you just point at what you want. And on that sheet of paper, it basically says like confidential because it's the recipe of what they're putting in, right? So we're not supposed to see the recipe.
No.
But because they don't know what we're talking about, we have to point at it.
Yeah.
And they gave us a drink. The drinks were mid. I tried all the drinks. They're basically just like Calpico and, some sort of other fruit drink or whatever, ice cream.
Mixed drink, yeah.
And then I got the...
it's not alcoholic, right?
No, non-alcoholic, yeah. You could spike it if you want, but I don't have any alcohol. I did get the coaster, and it's a coaster. Nothing really crazy about it.
You just got an anime coaster, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. That I can never use. Yeah. You can't stain it.
Oh yeah, I guess for you can't stain it.
For display.
I mean, yeah, but I'm probably, if I had it, I would just say it's a conversation starter, like, oh, we got that Hololive. They say, yeah.
As a display, yeah.
Yeah, display, I'll use it. Yeah, like I'll put it out on the table.
Right.
I say, oh, can I use this coaster? If they take this one, this is my favorite. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, you like that? You like her?
See, if I had 2 of them, then I can justify it. No.
Yeah, you can justify it, but you can't. You only have one of each, and you gotta save one.
Yep.
Scott, I believe you have some questions that you still want to ask me.
Yeah, I have some really lingering questions from last time to ask you. The first one is, what is your 10-year bucket list?
10-year bucket list. I'm assuming it's basically saying, in 10 years, what do you want to achieve?
Basically, yeah. Like, what's 3 things you want to achieve in 10 years?
Okay. One of them is hopefully finding sort of a decent career job that I like to do, that I'm like proud of to do. Sort of like it. Like, it doesn't have to be like my full like passion, but just saying like, oh, I kind of liked what I'm doing, Like some sort of idea or subject. That's one of the things that I like to do. Also to upload one video.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Now I gotta explain the one video, don't I?
Before let me finish my 10 bucket list thing.
Okay.
Hopefully find love.
That's
find love 10 years. Hopefully just find someone to be with. Not be single. I have dated quite a bunch, but I haven't had like the title boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one of the things as well. Just just trying to not regret stuff to do. Like each decision I make, hopefully I won't regret it by then. And just like, oh, I did it. Just help me grow. But I think that's those 3. Get a girlfriend, upload a video to my YouTube channel, and find some passion, something passionate about in my career.
Yeah, it's not bad. I will say, the girlfriend one, I've also said it. When you think about it, it does sound sad, but it's also realistic. So it kind of justifies itself because it's a very, real issue, real conundrum.
It's a real not epidemic, but it's like a trend nowadays of like
Yeah,
singleness
because
and
everyone
stuff
wants to
like
find
that.
someone. So even if it does
Yeah,
sound sad when you say it verbally, it's the fact that everyone has the issue. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dating apps doesn't help. It's hard because like especially dating apps, it helps you get out there. But at the same time, the apps are not really great.
No, yeah. I also
It
don't like
gets
dating apps.
we're all except for one. You have tried multiple dates with it, and I've been talking to them, but I never actually got dates. And also, viewers in chat, can I say about your somewhat about your history?
Hold on. You got to say, dear listeners. Okay, that's what they're
Oh, dear
called. Dear
listeners, I'm
listeners.
sorry. I'm like Twitch stream like chat,
Chat.
chat, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm him out.
guys, ladies, dear listeners. Okay, I got to keep that in mind as a secondary time here on the podcast. But your host, Mr. Scott, at least has a relationship status before. He has
I had a
an
fling.
ex. He has, he
I
has
had
an ex
a.
girlfriend, but also he went on dates and stuff like that. While I don't know about Ebenezer, but for me, I have only been on dates, never actually the title, like I mentioned before. So your boy over here has some game. He's a
Wow.
player.
I mean, statistically, unfortunately, yes, for this situation.
Wait,
But
unfortunately,
I don't think they'll have much
be
game, dude.
proud. You at least got something.
I did have a relationship during my college years when I was
Yes.
still working stuff out, but somehow found a girl.
Yes.
It was a crazy time. That was my first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
And you were
learned a lot
homewrecker.
from that.
And you were a homewrecker.
Okay, well, I didn't I didn't officially be a homewrecker, but if you look at it in the whole timeline of it, it could be defined as a homewrecking. Okay.
I'm just gonna point that out, okay? But he has some game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. Even though people say like, if you look at me and then look at Scott, they say, "Oh, you me more that." No,
Damn, he's
I'm
hot.
actually more.
Hot.
Oh, you're
How
more
do I get
hotter
in
than
those
him. Or like,
pants? That's what they're thinking.
I mean, I'm like, whoa. I'm actually really shy. My boy Scott here, he can get it up. He has the game. He has the riz.
You're just a
as
chill
the
guy,
kids would
man.
say.
You're just waiting for the right
I'm just a chill
opportunity.
guy, yeah. But you have the mega riz, you know?
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't have Riz. My friend has Riz. Our friend has Riz.
Yeah, but he already has the qualities of what most girls want. Tall guy, handsome,
Thick, with muscle.
thick, muscular. Yeah.
Yep.
And he looks like a Asian model.
He is an Asian model.
Especially with that. He is. I don't know why he looks like he is. So he already has half the quality, but sadly, ladies, dearly listeners, he is taken.
Dear listeners, don't worry. You'll hear his voice, and you will imagine all the fantasies you want, but just know he's taken. By me.
He's taken. What the fuck?
You can't have him!
You also love his ass.
Got a good ass.
Yeah,
It's
it's a nice peach. Yeah, but I'm not like obsessed with like, damn, you could
Hey,
throw a nickel or a dime and it bounces back quickly.
gotta appreciate a guy with an ass. Because most guys don't have asses.
We don't have asses.
No, we don't. That's why I look forward and down.
You look forward. You look forward. Everyone looks forward. Don't look back.
Look forward and down. Yeah, don't turn around. Just keep going.
Don't turn around.
Don't turn around.
Guys, just look at the front area of us. Don't look at our back.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
boy. Oh, God.
Oh, it's also this, by the way. And just real quick, I just wanted to say,
Oh, wow.
so for Justin's second goal, right? He talked about a video, the one video he wants to upload. Do you want to explain that video, or should I explain that video?
You can go ahead.
Because this has been an ongoing joke.
Because I forgot a little bit. You can like enlighten me a little bit now.
Can't believe.
That's how bad it is.
That's how bad. I can't believe this. That's why I haven't heard about this.
All right, Scott. Would you like to explain?
So basically, a year or two ago, we were like, we're gonna make a YouTube channel. We're gonna post some stuff. You know, let's just do it. And then we both decided to make some videos. I've been producing videos. I did it for like 4 months straight, and then I stopped because, you know, it was sort of a hobby, and you don't know what to make, and the stuff that you wanted to make wasn't good enough. And I do want to get back into making videos, and I will eventually, which is sort of why I started making this podcast again, was just to get that itch off of just making something, and also to log. But besides the point, we both decided to have a channel together, and we both had decided to have an individual channel.
Yes.
The individual channel, Justin, I asked him, hey, when's the video coming out? And he's like, oh, it's coming out like next week, and I'm like, okay, next week, no problem. Next week comes by, Justin, where's the video? He's like, I'm still working on it, maybe next month. And I'm like, okay, next month, I can do next month.
Oh, no.
Next month, yep. Then month goes by, no video. So I'm like, Justin, where's the video? I don't want to do it. And I'm like, you mean don't want to do it? He doesn't do it.
Yeah, so okay, so now I'm jogging my memory. Okay, now I get it. So basically, my point of view was we're starting a YouTube channel. We all did this. We had planned it out. We sort of have our main channel, which is basically like manga reviews, or just any sort of anime media review or consumption or impressions, something like that. And then we have our own individual channel. We can post anything we want. So far, Scott's been doing gameplay and some mod kit reviews, while I was planning on doing either more individual manhwa or gaming reviews or gaming videos, let's plays, or impressions. My first video, technically, which was good about editing, was a video of me, you, and Ebenezer smashing or passing the first Pokemon.
I will say, I was not in the right mind. I was not in the right state of mind when I produced that video. So whatever I said back then, it's not applicable to now.
I was recording it. I let them know ish, and then I was tallying the things. And as I was recording it or editing it, especially, I was like, I don't want this to be the first video for my channel. And so I did other gameplay. I did some games with Resident Evil 4, Ace Attorney Investigations, Cyberpunk, and some League of Legends footage. Those videos were good, and I was going editing them. I didn't like the sound of my voice. I still don't like the sound of my voice, but I gotta appreciate it and embrace it, I guess. So while recording it, it was annoying for me, which is like,
your voice.
I guess it's just
your voice is fine, dude.
I don't know. It feels weird. That's one of the things with me is like I don't like compliments or like watching footage of myself. It's like you know. The video for the Smash or Pass first gen, I can say at least 40% edited, completed. There was some gaps I still have to edit and stuff like that, but yeah, and I was like going through a whole like, if I can't do it, then I might as well just release like a full unedited footage of just me playing through a game. That didn't work. I feel like I wanted to do more editing, so yeah, that's been pushed back. But now, I'm trying at least one video by the end of this year as my real goal. And yeah, I don't know what video to upload or anything. I definitely know it's not the Smash or Pass.
You're gonna make one video.
It's like, yes.
You have 1 month to make this video.
Yes. Hopefully. It's probably just gonna be gameplay. And I realize now I should probably do a game that I kind of like to do or has some like unknown knowledge.
What did you do before?
I did Resident Evil, and I did a little bit of it, and I want to do Ace Attorney, but I'm gonna talk so much through that, and it's
fine.
Throat.
I think you had to understand that your video that you make doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10. It could just be whatever you want it to be, and call it a day. Because you got to start.
True, yeah. Because I had nothing there. I need to have some sort of resume building. I'll probably do that eventually, but
right. Just if I don't get that video at the end of this year, you're coming back on the podcast and you're gonna talk about why you didn't do it again.
And then we're like, oh, we're doing that next year. We're doing two videos next year.
Yeah, I'm like
3.
I'm underselling the timeline of how long it took us to get Justin to make that video, because between that like 2 or 1 year distance of me asking him, it's just like never happened at all.
Yeah. It's because we're so busy, we're adulting, and also, how I am being perfectionist, and I want it a certain way, because we're both stubborn on certain things.
Yes, we are.
It's so I want it to have it like in my vision what it wants, and so it's hard for me to fight that, also to edit, and also to fight my voice and stuff like that. So the struggle's real, and also to find a career also in like real life and stuff like that. Those playing a part too, but. Yeah, it's a struggle. God damn it.
Yeah, my editing has gotten better, but initially it was not good. And I can tell you right now, the stuff that I wanted to do, I still can't do, but I still put it out there anyway, because, as long as it's semi decent, then it's like, all right, he's
Yeah,
screwed.
yeah.
Don't you worry.
We're
We're gonna make that manga review.
gonna make a manga review. Don't worry. I still have the old script of mercenary enrollment or recruitment or whatever.
I still have my old script too, to be honest.
And I mean, but now how many chapters nowadays? I feel like we should, get them interested. But
Oh,
hey,
don't you worry, because
we'll eventually.
speaking of manga, it's gonna transition perfectly into my recommendation, right?
There we go. Hey,
So my
it's mine too.
oh yeah,
Well, you first. You started.
okay. So my recommendation for this time is gonna be a really old manga. Or not that old, semi old. It's called GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. It's also an anime, very popular.
Mm-hmm. Old one.
Well, it's an
Old
old one,
anime.
an old but good one, like 1980, 1990, right?
You can tell.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And to basically summarize what it's about a dude who's a part of a bicycle gang, and he wants to, move on with his life because he's 22, got a lot of youth in him. So what he wants to do is become a teacher. And the issue is that he is a pervy motherfucker. Excuse my French. But this guy, there's so many panty shots in this manga. So if you're not a horny dude, then you might get disgruntled by it. But it's not just all horny. There's a reason, there's a method. But the guy, Onizuka, is such a G. He really makes you, if he doesn't make you want to become a teacher, he wants you to make you become the better version of yourself. Because he's really looking out for you. He really wants you to unlock your full potential, realize that life is all about living. If you're not giving it 100%, then you're not really living. And I read that recently because it's been on my list for a long time. I wanted to watch the anime, and now that I read it, I'm definitely going to watch it and have a better understanding of, of it all. I can't wait. It was really good. Definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a new direction in life, maybe you want to become a teacher, maybe you just want to realize that life's about living.
Yeah, it's a really good manga. I also read ahead of it more than Scott at the moment. He had a spin-off as well and a sequel series. That's currently being translated at the time, but it's really good. It really even with the old manga, it hits like a lot of like life situations and like lessons that it's really helpful even to now at this stage, except for the perviness. But he's really not. It's like he's really a good guy, and his influence, even with his background, still helps him um, sorts out the whole world and even the school environment. Because no matter what, street knowledge is also good knowledge, like
Like, yeah,
help you on and up
he deals
in
with
life.
very adult issues, like real life issues during this manga. It just works.
Yeah, and the students he encounters, each story has some sort of meaning, and they're all get affected by him no matter what, good or bad, and he's somehow there to help them no matter what. Like even though at first it's like, oh, he might be looking for this girl's pants and stuff like that, but he knows his morals and ethics. Like he's not gonna look that far. He's just one reason why they're doing this. What's causing him to drive in their certain life, and if something's bothering them, he always helps.
Chill guy.
He's a chill guy.
Always down to help. Chill guy.
Yeah, then speaking to me, I would recommend a current manhwa, a Korean comic called, I believe, this extra survival's guide. So essentially the premise is a dude was reincarnated into a game, into a popular game, and then he's not. Oh, but it's the extra academy survivor guide. I had to search it up a little quick. Um, Basically he got reincarnated as like a minor boss of his game, and he knows the whole story outline walkthrough of the main storyline. So he's trying to make sure that nothing that it makes sure it's flowed naturally to a good ending, and so that he doesn't become like a big of a disturbance of his story. And then like soon enough, not spoiling it, but like he has to understand and survive on his own because he's because of him not being a part of the storyline and he's sort of kicked out because of story reasons, he has to survive on his own, like in the woods, learning how to build his own like shelter, get his food, and also interact with the characters around, not with MC, but like the background characters.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, and he's trying his best not to make sure the story flows so that it hits the good ending, but at the same time, not overdrawn, overpasses boundaries, and it's really good. The art's amazing. There's other stories similar to it, like I Kill an Academic Player, that revolves around a similar concept, but doing their own thing. But this one hits better. I think it hits more. Um, it has around like 54 chapters at the moment, and there is a harem. There is
For
a
both of
harem
them.
for both of them, well, both storylines. But I was going to talk more about that. But
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
there is a
okay.
harem for both. But not spoiling. Yeah, but there is a harem, and the guy, he's kind of a player. He's kind of a good-looking guy that everyone's like, oh, because he had a nasty attitude at the start because that's his character. But then, since he reincarnated as this character, people see him as a different light, and it's starting to affect some of the storylines. So, for example, like he was he wasn't supposed to be a part of the storyline as most, but he's been recurring either as an ally for the main protagonist, the original protagonist, or he's in the way again a few times. And so, in order to become it, he has to fulfill some things. Like he has to fulfill like another minor, being another obstacle for the main character until a certain event happens that he knows, so that oh, this person, like he knows, like, oh, this boss is about to turn up a spell or done casting. I'm done. I'm done my role. You can go ahead. Like, go save your friend. Something like that. It's really good. The art's really carrying it. The storyline's good, and yeah, like, and MC is not OP as strong. He's knowledge. Like he's still growing, but his knowledge is vast, so that he knows he's surviving at the most.
So I'm gonna ask the question that I know everyone's gonna ask because you mentioned harem. How suggestive does it get?
Um, it's not a lot of fan service. You see the girls blushing a lot, and the
Okay.
MC, um, it's not like a lot of lewd stuff. They just like they're still an academy, like a high school setting, so it's not like that provocative compared to other ones. Like I Killed a Academic Player, where you could see like, oh, their outline is wow, but like you said, like, oh dang, what is this girl gonna feel about this other girl? Or like how they react and stuff like that. Not in like a thing, like a dirty minded like fan service. Like, there is some fan service, but like you just need like these girls, high schoolers, or like, oh my god, I'm starting to have feelings for him, and they're all clinging towards him, and then everyone's like, yo, this other guy's getting a lot of girls and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
So
good.
it's noticeable.
Not too raunchy.
Not too raunchy, but in case I do recommend it. I
Well, thank you for the recommendation. I will definitely read that eventually. It's on my list. I will get to it. And I just want to say, uh, thanks for coming again. Hopefully Ebenezer is here
yes.
again next week. If not, you might get Justin again. You never know.
You might be back here right ahead. Same spot, same time.
You never know.
But yeah, but hopefully we'll go back to your regularly scheduled programming. But hey, I'm glad to be asked to fulfill Ebenezer's spot, and I'm glad to be invited again. It's been fun. It's been quick too.
It's one
I didn't
episode,
know this.
yeah.
Yeah, like what
Yeah.
after our episodes, our conversation, just like, oh, damn, it's quick. But yeah, thank you for inviting me, and I'm happy to be here again to the film.
We'll mail your fan mail to you.
Yes, I want my paycheck hopefully on time this time. My
Oh, right. Right,
manager's
okay.
kind of angry last time.
All right, well, that's all we have for today. Bye.
So yeah, take care, everyone.